Ciao e benvenuto. Hello and welcome. Io sono Ale. I am Ale and I am here to help you in learning the Italian language. 4 trucchi, 4 hacks. I wanna start my channel by teaching you 4 important hacks to learn Italian fast and easy. Andiamo! Let's go! Il primo trucco, comunica. The first hack, communicate. Maybe it seems obvious, but I see so many people studying Italian language from books per anni e anni, for years and years. They learn grammar, they learn verb conjugations. What happens is that they finally meet an Italian person and non sanno come comunicare. They don't know how to communicate with this Italian person. If you study too much from a book, then in the real situation you are not able to communicate. Also because when you speak, you don't have time to think. You don't have time to say, I can conjugate this verb in this way, I can put this article. Non pensare troppo. Don't think too much. When you speak Italian, you have to be relaxed. Non avere paura di parlare. Don't be afraid to talk. When you study Italian, talking is very, very useful. If you want, you can also imagine to have an imaginary friend. When I was studying English, I remember I started having like an imaginary friend. I started speaking to this friend, telling him things of various topics, telling him things about myself, and I was speaking to him when I was cooking, when I was driving, when I was relaxing on the couch. And I think this has been very useful. Non avere paura di fare errori. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. This is the first fear you absolutely have to overcome. I am speaking in English and I'm sure I'm doing a lot of mistakes, but non mi interessa. I don't care. I am speaking in English to help you in your learning journey, in learning Italian. And that's the only important thing. You should do the same. You should speak Italian to reach your goals, to obtain what you need. You don't need to be a perfect Italian speaker. We don't need at all perfect Italian speakers. And you have to learn from your mistakes. Mistakes are very useful, very important, because if a person maybe correct you, you will remember that and you won't do the same mistake in the future. Secondo trucco. Impara la grammatica fondamentale. Learn the basic Italian grammar. To start speaking Italian, you have to learn a bit of grammar. And I am thinking about the basic grammar like il passato, il presente, il futuro. The past, the present and the future. Gli articoli e il genere dei nomi. The articles and the genre of the Italian nouns. Of course, I am talking about the most common nouns. With this, you will be able to speak properly in a basic Italian conversation. Farò molti video su questo. I will do a lot of videos about this. In this channel, we will learn together the basic of Italian language. The past, present, future, the articles, nouns, and all of this without focusing too much in Italian exceptions, in nonsense rules or strange denominations. C'è un tempo per tutto. There is a time for everything. There is a time to learn the basic of Italian language. There will be a time to learn also the most difficult rules, the exception. Pay attention, because to rush everything will just confuse you and demotivate you. Terzo trucco, ascolta, ascolta, ascolta. Listen, listen, listen. I know many people who are studying Italian and they say quando gli italiani parlano non capisco niente. When Italians talk, I don't understand anything. And let me tell you why this happens. It happens because you haven't listened enough Italian. Devi allenare l'orecchio. You have to train your ear. You really need to listen to a lot of Italian to get used to it. More you listen, more you get used to it, and the more you can distinguish the different words. Quando studiavo l'inglese, when I was studying English, and I studied, a lot of grammar, I did a lot of exercises for years and years, but I wasn't able to understand when English people were talking. I remember I was really frustrated about it. Ho iniziato ad ascoltare l'inglese ogni giorno. I started listening English every day. Not too much, just 10-15 minutes per day. And I was really surprised how much my listening improved. I started getting used to the English language and I started understanding a lot more words. Però non devi capire tutto, but you don't have to understand everything. When you listen to an Italian conversation, the important is that you get the theme, you get the sense of what the conversation is about. And then, more you will listen and you will learn new words, more you will be able to understand. Passo dopo passo, step by step. You don't have to rush. You have to keep practicing, to keep listening. It took me 2 years of this exercise for finally understand well English movies, for example. It has been hard, but at the end is a great satisfaction. Quarto trucco. Fai quello che ti piace. 4 hack. Do what you like. Obviously, in Italian. I always strongly suggest this. Learning Italian must be a pleasure. Don't waste your time reading boring grammar books or trying to memorize impossible rules. Usa diversi metodi. Use different methods to learn Italian. There are so many possibilities. Don't do always the same thing. You can listen to a song, you can read something that you like, you can chat with a friend in Italian if you have this possibility. You can listen to a podcast, watch a video that you like, do an Italian crossword. Imparare l'italiano deve essere un piacere. Learn Italian must be a pleasure. You should really enjoy what you are doing. Even if sometimes there are some difficulties and learning Italian is not the most exciting thing in the world, but you really have to enjoy what you are doing. Imparare l'italiano è un viaggio meraviglioso. To learn Italian is a wonderful trip. And people who love the journey will walk further than people who just love the goal. Questi erano i 4 trucchi. These were the 4 hacks. And I guarantee you that if you follow them, you will succeed in learning Italian easy, fast, and enjoying what you're doing. Ricordati di mettere un mi piace. Remember to leave a like if you have found this video useful. It's very, very important for my project. Iscriviti al mio canale, subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell to see the next videos. Grazie, ci vediamo presto. Thank you, see you soon.